And Roland was the only one I was sleeping with.
No, it wasn't, because you slept with a whole nother dude in my hotel room, okay? So let's not play these games, Tiffany.
A few weeks ago, we met a woman named Heaven and her fiancé, Roland. Now, although these two were engaged, that did not stop Roland from accusing Heaven of cheating, and he was demanding a paternity test for all three of their children. Take a look at this. Are you absolutely sure that he's the father of all three?
I know that Roland is the father of my children.
Does she look like Roland?
She does. She looks exactly like him. I ended up pregnant with Sincerely. And he's automatically thinking, oh my God, here we go again.
Then the third one comes along.
I said, hey, Roland, I'm pregnant. He goes, oh, well, if it's a boy, I know I didn't make it because I can't make boys.
So you're questioning every single one of these kids, right?
Yes, I am.
When he comes back,
Apparently, it doesn't mean much to her. She just take it off.
You are the father. I want my ring.
Why are you so upset about Roland?
I have two girls. And then with Heaven ended up getting pregnant, I have two more girls. I'm like, well, damn, that's four girls. I ain't had no boys, no nothing. Ain't been no close calls, no nothing. I have all girls. Now she pop up with a boy. And me being me, man, that boy got some big ass.
In the case of 2-year-old A Blessing, 1-year-old Sincerely, 2-month-old Roland, you are the father. You are the father. You are the father.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. You are the father. You are the father. You
Okay.
are the father.
Okay.
Okay, so Roland was the father of all three kids. And today, Heaven and Roland have returned. And this time, they're all united in a common cause. Because this woman named Tiffany claims she has a child with Roland as well, a 2-year-old son named Akari. But Heaven and Roland are here today on a mission to prove her wrong. So joining us now from Medford, Oregon, is Tiffany. Tiffany, let's start in the beginning. What kind of a relationship did you have with Roland?
You didn't have no relationship with him.
Me and Roland had a relationship for years.
What do you mean for years?
Before Heaven came in the picture.
Now, there's some sadness in all this because you say you had 3 miscarriages while you were messing around with Roland and that he was the father of all 3 of these kids, right?
Yes.
Did he admit that?
Hold on, you had a miscarriage and all 3 were mine? Like, you wasn't just sleeping with me. You can't say that.
Really?
You were just mine.
And I
Yes,
in
you
the
were the
hospital
one I was
and
sleeping
your
with.
hand for one of them while you got your sonogram. So let's keep the facts straight.
And Roland was the only one I was sleeping with.
No, it wasn't, because you slept with a whole nother dude in my hotel room, okay? So let's not play these games, Tiffany.
Why aren't you defending yourself here, Tiffany?
She don't have no room to say anything because she knows good and well that she was not only sleeping with Roland, because Roland told her when you come to my house,
I was only sleeping with Roland.
before you get in my bed first.
When did Heaven come into the picture?
2 years before I moved to Washington.
2 years before you went to Washington, you don't even know. You can't even tell the truth on your own, Miles. Girl, please. I know when I came into the picture, I was coming to bring you and Roland groceries, and you was happy to come out to the car to pick them up because you was sitting there starving. So don't bite the hand that fed you, Tiffany.
Not biting no hand.
Check your
You came
groceries.
to the picture 2 years before I went to Washington.
Tiffany.
Is when you popped
Tiffany.
up.
Tiffany.
I was there when Roland told you to go live your life because he didn't want you, because you was a bust down. So don't sit there and say it was 2 years.
I told him after Thanksgiving that he had 2 weeks to figure out what to do with
Watch
the
your
girls.
mouth.
because I was
No, there was
Really,
no
you're a stupid
ultimatum
bitch ass.
because I was there with those kids.
Tiffany, you told my producers that you were very honest with Roland, that when you became pregnant, you thought that it could be Roland or another guy. But then after Akari was born, you're sure that it was Roland. Why?
My son is mixed. The other person is white.
Mixed by who? We don't know.
I'm like, who just gonna say, well, hey, man, I could be the baby daddy?
And then Tyrone.
It is not possible for Tyrone to be the father.
That one of the cousins
Okay,
was your baby daddy.
okay, so there's this other fella named Tyrone. I'm going to talk about him in a second. But first, Tiffany, do you think Roland looks like Akari?
Yes.
Nope.
How?
You don't even look like Akari.
He's got the forehead, his attitude.
Cut it out. Cut it out. Because out of all these kids over here, all 5 of
He
them,
looks like
don't look like Nanny
Roland's
one.
second kid.
Sure.
Okay, so let's talk about this fella named Tyrone, because apparently he was a friend of Roland's, or he knew Roland. Did you sleep with Tyrone?
Yep.
Years ago.
Not around the time you got pregnant.
Hell no. Not even close.
Well,
Yes, you did.
well,
Stop
guess-
lying.
well,
No, I did not.
Tyrone was not able to appear on the show today, but he did give a statement to our producers. And Tyrone said, "There is a strong possibility that I could be Akari's father. Tiffany and I slept together multiple times around the time she got pregnant. If Tiffany says otherwise, she's lying."
It's
Like she's a bot to me.
Like, if he's lying, like, why wait 2 years to try to figure this out? Like, come on now, for real.
really?
Like,
I
she's
told
one of
you
my
from
kids. I
day
take
one
care
to
of all
figure
my
it out.
That's a lie, Tiffany,
supposed to
because
do
you
that.
said that you sent us DNA
Okay.
paperwork in the mail. It never came.
You describe your relationship with Tiffany.
Tiffany, like, to start off, I met her through my cousin Tyrone. And then when I got my spot when I was working, you know, she was helping me out with the kids, so it was basically like she was the nanny.
I'm glad that's all I meant to you, Roland.
Yep, that's all you meant, because I'm here right now. After I came to you like a grown woman and was like, Roland told me that you're not his girl, you're just the nanny. I don't know what your intentions are, but I'm going to make you mine. Did you think I was playing?
I gave it to you. You can have them. I don't want to do with them.
You
Roland.
ain't gave me nothing, boo-boo. I came and conquered.
Roland, Tiffany told you when she was pregnant, she wasn't sure whether you were the father, but once Akari was born and she looked at him and found out that he was mixed, she knew that you were the father.
I'm like, how you just all of a sudden, oh, well, I'm not sure, I don't know. So you trying to say I'm the only one that you've been with? I'm the only black guy that you done slept with? Yeah, right.
It slept with you and one other person.
I'm the one that told Roland to go up to the hospital to go see the baby, okay? I told Roland to go check it out. Go see if the baby looks like you. Go see if the baby is yours. You know? Roland went up there, he said, nah,
And he was
I
there
don't
for
see
2.5
it. I don't
seconds and
see
took
it.
off.
What happens, Roland, if I prove that you're the father? What's going to happen?
He gonna take care of his
Take care of what I
responsibilities.
do with the rest of my kids. I took care of all of them.
Up to now, you haven't
I
done.
haven't,
She's
no, I
been
haven't
absent.
done nothing.
I used to invite her over for birthdays. I went and got her and had her picked up one time for Father's Day. So I've been making efforts to have Tiffany come around. She just ghosted the whole situation like she did before.
Really?
Like, he has 5.
Really? I
If he's
ghosted
mine,
it.
he has 5 other siblings.
Tiffany, you know my address. You know how to find Roland. If you
Really?
think-
Because I'm pretty sure you told me not to come back around your house or you.
I'm going to settle this right
I don't
now,
need
okay?
you. I don't need him. I've been doing it just fine for the last 2 years by myself.
Kudos to you, Tiffany,
All right.
for being a mother. That's what we do.
All right, we have the results. In the case of 2-year-old Akari, Roland, you are the father.
I told you.
Okay, bring the baby by. Let him see his child, because you've been missing for how long?
Really?
Bring the
I've
baby
asked
to
him
see-
over and
bring
over.
the
I've
baby
begged
to see
him to
his
be a part
daddy.
of his child's
Bring
life.
the baby to see his daddy.
Okay,
He could come see him.
I'm glad to know that Roland will step up. Thank you very much. And you've got to allow that to happen if you want Akari to have a
Absolutely,
father
Maury.
in his life. I thank you, Heaven, because you've been very supportive that if Roland was the father, he would step up and do his responsibility.
Absolutely, and I'll make sure of it.
You are not the father.